We all deal with money, and I have three absolutely essential tools that you need to integrate to empower you financially. This is going to help streamline your money management or your financial operations. Hi, by the way, I'm June, like the month, and today I'm going to tell you about Wise, WaveApps, and Stripe and break down why these three are important for you to integrate into your lifestyle. Okay. Now, the key here is that these tools are going to help you make money management a lot more efficient, and it's going to allow you to be on top of your financial journey. So let's get into it. Here are a couple of points. I'm going to break down each tool as well. The first one is Wise, formerly known as TransferWise, is one of those newer banks, those new age banks that is online, hassle free, and it works internationally. I suggest for everyone who's possible to get on. This is my affiliate link for it. It's an incredible way to bank. I love this tool because not only does it make things so much easier when you're transferring across different countries, whether or not you're traveling as well. If you've got contractors in your business that live in a different country, there is absolutely no hassle with different currency exchanges through the one space. I am able to get paid in USD. I'm able to also transfer out into Australian dollars or even into Mexican pesos very quickly. And because I live in Mexico, when it comes to transfers, I can actually transfer directly to some vendors here and it lands in an instant. Usually, too, the exchange rate within the apps are really reasonable and very close to what Google actually has, as opposed to the traditional banks that charge a percentage on top. You're already saving money even within the exchanging of one currency to another. Wise has been such a monumental change for me, especially for somebody who is a nomad and has moved countries multiple times. And yet with Wise, that's always stayed the foundation of my financial banking because this holds USD, it holds AUD, it holds MXN, all of the currencies that I need to use. But of course, with your banking, make sure that you do have one for business versus personal so that you can really separate it out and have absolute clarity on what's used for one or another. I absolutely love how intuitive the app really is. There are alternative neobanks that you could try out, but I've found that Wise is the best for my business. But you can use things like Revolut, N26, Monzo for UK. I really like using Wise. I think it's simple, it's clear, it does the job, and it doesn't get too busy with fancy cards or fancy features like stock trading or whatever. It is directly just for a smarter way to bank internationally. Another bonus is that you can even withdraw the currency that you need in whatever country you're in. Say you're in Bali, say you're in Mexico, say you're in Portugal, you're able to take out your euro, Indonesian rupiah, Mexican pesos. I found that with my client, he was getting paid into a Canadian account, a US amount for his invoice, and he was losing so much from that because the percentage that the bank actually charges is so low compared to the real conversion rate. So by implementing this, we were able to save a lot more when you're actually earning in a different currency too. So streamline it. Wise, this is my link. It's incredible. I absolutely rave on about it constantly. So the second tool I mentioned is Wave. Now, this is an accounting platform. Wave has been the best one for me. There's, of course, ones like QuickBooks, Xero, so many others, but I find this one just really simple. It has your invoices, it has your expenses. It can link into your current banks so that you can streamline what goes out and what goes in. But I really like the dashboard. It's so simplified and it helps me with reoccurring invoices, which is really part of finance that I'm probably the worst at when it comes to my business. It has a template and I've been using this for the last 5 years. Of course, it absolutely depends on what your accountant likes to use as well. But I absolutely love this app. I think it's just simplifying your invoices and your accounting and having that like view on what your financial projections really are for that month. I don't think it's as popular as the other ones, but it's also free to use. So that's why I use this one. The third tool is Stripe. Now, Stripe is about powering online payments. Stripe is really useful because you set it up so that it's connected to your bank account and it allows you to accept payments from credit card anywhere else in the world. And it also has a space to create invoices directly in the platform itself. I do think that Stripe itself as a platform is a little more technical and advanced because there are so many options that you can actually set up within the platform. But of course, what generally happens is whatever platform you're using for your website generally links into Stripe. So you're going to have to create one anyway. Not only your websites like Squarespace and Thrivecart, even things like your Flowdesk and your email platforms to create checkout links. This all just links into Stripe so that you can receive payments from anywhere in the world. Stripe as the payment processor to use because it's so trusted by many other platforms, and it's usually the go-to when it comes to integrating credit card payments. Usually most platforms will accept it. So whether or not you're on Squarespace or you host your website somewhere else, they're always going to take Stripe. However, Stripe does take a percentage of the fee, as does everything, but the fee can range and it does go to 3%. So you got to be careful, especially around like returns and refunds, because that fee is not refunded. It's part of the platform. I have alternatives that I use for payment processes as well when it comes to products. However, you're always going to come across Stripe as the main one. Another payment processor is PayPal. I'm not a fan of PayPal because it's very restrictive. However, it is one that is a lot more available and accessible to different parts of the world. So different countries that usually Stripe may not work in, PayPal does. However, PayPal is a little dangerous to use, especially for your business, because they love to hold the account and hold the money that's in the account before releasing it. Now, they claim that it's about protection of the money on both ends of receiving the product or receiving the service. But I have seen cases where they just lock it up and then they don't actually give you a good reason and then they keep it. I prefer to use something like Stripe that it's really trusted and you can always process returns, refunds through the platform itself. So to wrap that up, the three main tools that you should be integrating for better financial operations are first off, Wise Banking. The second, your WaveApp. And third, your Stripe for online payments. These three are so useful in streamlining your financial operations, and it gives you clarity on what money is coming in, and it gives you that ability to really track what's happening in your finances. These three financial tools are also included in my 33 hacks that is available here. And I'm going to run through the rest of the hacks that are available in different categories very soon. So if you like the vibe, please subscribe. I'm JuneAye, and I hope you have an amazing day. Ciao. Bye.